Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, we're going to talk about the 5 latest rumors plus pricing predictions for the Tesla Cybertruck, because it feels like we are certainly getting pretty close to this Tesla Cybertruck unveiling, because in case you missed it, there is now going to be a Tesla Cybertruck delivery event. We don't know which date, but we do know the location, and that location is going to be the Austin Gigafactory, Texas location. So we're going to get into that plus a variety of topics, but before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description if you want to support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. And shout out to my latest Patreon members, Con, Austin. Thank you for supporting. If you want to check it out, Patreon link down below in the description. So shout out to Tesla Chan. There's of course a lot of rumors that could be speculating about the Tesla Cybertruck, but Tesla Chan posted this earlier today that summed it up into a quick 5 bullet points for us. Of course, I can't read this, maybe you can, but leave it up to Twitter/X. There is a handy dandy translation button. So number 1, production rate is up to 10 per day. This is what we can piece together from all the different Cybertruck sightings that we are seeing all around there. Number 2, why is the cover removed during transport by the Cybertruck? Building a kind of free marketing effect through vehicle exposure. Because yes, we are seeing a lot of Cybertrucks being paraded around and none of them are really covered. Some of them were covered only in the beginning, but I think that was only to cover, well, I guess the wrap. So that's like a different type of cover, but really more the attention at the end of the day. Number 3, delivery event scheduled to be held at Giga Texas Austin through live streaming. In case you missed it yesterday, you can now get your own invite for the Tesla Giga Austin, Texas Cybertruck delivery event. Of course, if you use a Tesla referral code or get people to use your Tesla referral code and refer 3 separate people, you can get your Tesla Cybertruck event invite. But really the thing with that though is that valuation on spending 30,000 credits is a good amount of valuation. So do you want to do that? Not really sure. Shout out to the kilowatts for posting this. He made a post earlier today, which I kind of agree with. He posted, yes, you can blow, or maybe not blow, you can spend 30,000 credits to go to the Tesla Cybertruck event, but that has a equivalent value of around $1,000 per ticket, because it's 2 people, you're spending that much, and really because it's the opportunity cost. You could spend that same amount of credits on supercharging miles, free swag within the shop. So is it worth it to go to the Tesla Cybertruck event? I don't know if it's worth spending $1,000 to $2,000 to do that. So let me know if you agree on that. Let me know if it's worth it to you. I mean, I guess there's some people it's all about the access, right? Even if they could spend the money. Number 3 is an interesting bullet point from Tesla Chan. Celebrities and select customers can purchase the Cybertruck first. The first vehicle delivered is not based on the reservation number, and Tesla has already decided on a few customers based on several factors and contacted them to ask them about their intention to ship. I don't know where that is coming from, but that could make sense, especially if it's already a month out from now. Tesla has probably already started to do some of that contacting to figure out where are those vehicles going to be going out there for delivery. Number 4, the current production build is the most advanced top trim, makes sense, and the price is expected to be up to $70,000. That makes sense because the IRA, the federal tax credit, has a max cap of $80,000. So if it can come under this tax credit, and also if the vehicle qualifies and because of where it's built and the manufacturing and the minerals, then yes, potentially there could be a $7,500 federal tax credit, as long as, of course, you qualify as an individual yourself to qualify for the tax credit. And number 5, delivery will be made within the next 3 to 4 weeks within September. So a lot of rumors coming to speculate about the Tesla Cybertruck. I mean, I'm certainly super excited to see this vehicle actually start to deliver and actually have an event and actually be on the road. Shout out to this post. Shout out to Mike Cybertrucks for posting this. A lot of people were posting this today. This seems to be a Tesla Cybertruck right on the production line with a very good look at what is underneath everything. A couple things that pop out is it looks like the frame of it is black. Very interesting because most vehicles have a tone-on-tone color with the same color of the exterior of the vehicle. Another thing that's interesting is look at this seat rail right here. This seat is pretty elevated to, I guess, match whatever it is. And of course, this is the center console, the big screen in the middle, and of course the big dash. But one thing is really nice. You can see here there are very massively big, at least looks to me big, sun visors, because right now on the Model X, the sun visors are not the best. They're like this small. They're like this small. And so having a massive sun visor is going to help a lot. But really at the end of the day, we're going to tint the front windshield anyway. So really interesting stuff with this. Let me know if you spot anything that we're not spotting on this Tesla Cybertruck leaked interior. Of course, Tesla did make that announcement, I want to say a week ago, that if any employee is caught doing this, they will immediately be fired and let go. So that's why the source here says someone who didn't want their job anymore, to try and poke some fun at it. But really interesting stuff on that. And the last thing is, of course, pricing. We've had a lot of speculation on this, but shout out to Alex on X for posting this. Cybertruck inflation adjusted unveiled prices. Single motor wheel drive, it was posted on that delivery event or announcement event in 2019 that it would have a price of $39,900, but adjusted for inflation, that would be today $47,500. Dual motor all-wheel drive, which most people are thinking that's going to be the first one that actually comes out, was $49,900, and they're thinking it's going to be $59,500. There's another camp that thinks that the tri-motor is going to be the first version that comes out first. That had an original price of $69,900, and today, adjusted for inflation, would be $83,000. And so that's why some people do think that the price is going to be around $70,000 to maybe even $79,000. I would say if it comes under and hits under the federal tax credit, so you can get that $7,500 federal tax credit, it would certainly be super massive. And on top of that, if you could use a Tesla referral code to get that extra $500 to $1,000 off a Tesla Cybertruck, which most likely that probably won't happen, but that would be super cool as well. But let me know what your thoughts on it. Let me know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the next topic. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is a Patreon link. We support the channel, so definitely check it out if you are interested. All right. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Pargal, thanks for coming in. Scott, Ming, thanks for coming in. Harvey, thanks for coming in. We'll get to all your live stream comments after we go through one more topic. And this will be a quick one on this. In this next topic, if you haven't heard about right to repair, that's basically how you can fix or have the right to fix your own technological device or even your own vehicle. Well, it seems like now Tesla agrees that you should have your own right to fix your own vehicle. So let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. Shout out to Sawyer. Tesla in a new letter say they agree that customers should have access to safe and proper repairs throughout a vehicle's life cycle. Quote, Tesla already provides extensive information for independent and do-it-yourself repairs. It seems like Tesla is agreeing with this. This is good because, I mean, Teslas could be a little bit more complicated than other vehicles, but they also could be super simple. I don't know if you've messed with your vehicle or if you own a Tesla. A lot of those pieces, a lot of those parts just pop right off with like the doors and all that stuff. So it's kind of a simple vehicle, but it also could be pretty technical with all the technology that's written into it. But it seems like Tesla, it does agree that you should have the right to fix your own vehicle as well, just like how you should be able to fix your own iPhone, but at the end of only if you have the right skills to it. So let me know what your thoughts on it. We're going to jump into the next topic, but before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is a Patreon link, support the channel, so definitely check it out if you're interested. All right, thanks for coming in. Buvan, hello, how are you doing? Admiring your content since I started looking for deals on Model Y. Pargal, thanks for coming in. Thanks for hitting the like button and the subscribe. Right now is probably the best time to buy a Tesla, especially if you're in the California area. So definitely hit that, check out those websites. Scott, if true, I'll have to eat my hat. Never thought a launch edition tri-motor would be anywhere close to $80,000. Me too, but it seems like the market brings a lower price because all the different competition out there. It seems like Tesla might be forced to sell those vehicles at a better price than instead of knocking it out of the park. Parkall, do you know if it's easy to book and buy out of state, then get back and register yourself? My closest Tesla is giving me a mediocre distance like 500, but 400 miles away in Phoenix, about $4,000 off. So I've heard that's possible. I don't know if it's easy, but definitely try and get in contact with that Tesla delivery center and see if you're able to take delivery and then drive it back and register yourself. It might be too much pain or too much work to save. Like, let's say you're saving $2,000 to fly all the way over there, spend a day and a half. That could valuate to $2,000 because you have to register the vehicle yourself. So it could be on that balance right there, or where it might not make a lot of sense. Scott, they're really going for the jugular of Rivian and Ford pricing. If it's true, they could have launched these for so much more. I think so too, but it seems like with the economy, less people are buying vehicles. And so it really feels like Tesla has to lower their pricing so they can sell more vehicles, or at least sell the ones that they're initially going to be releasing. Ming, if they did live giveaways at the Cybertruck event, it might be worth it, but I'd wait for the video's live stream summary. Yeah, 100%. I mean, of course, there's probably going to be free food or free swag, but yeah, it's maybe not worth it at the end of the day. Harvey, what's up, Dennis? How is your Model X? Model X is... How do I say this? It's been interesting. Model X, it's been the worst Tesla so far that we've had in terms of build quality. Those Falcon Wing doors give me a lot of pain. They don't really work well. One doesn't open and one doesn't close, essentially. And on top of that, today we got a flat tire on the Model X. I don't know what happened. Just basically went from 40 PSI down to 0. But the good thing with that is that it didn't cost... I mean, it costs a lot, but the cool thing with that is we were able to call it a tow truck. It was towed immediately to a Tesla center, which was not too far away. And kudos to that Tesla center. They were able to get me in and out within 45 minutes with a brand new tire. I mean, yes, I paid almost $500 for it, but it was still good that it didn't take too much time to do it, because I called Costco. Costco said they couldn't do it. I called Just Tires, 2 Just Tires locations. They come back the next day, which I'm like, how am I supposed to do that? And so it was really cool to see that Tesla location was able to get me out within an hour. And on top of that, it wasn't midday, it wasn't morning, it was 5 o'clock, and they got me out by 6 p.m. So kudos to that Tesla center for sure. Larry, how much lower do you think the Model Y will be next month? That's a good question. Larry, I hope you're not in California, because if you are, then this next topic is going to be for you. But if you aren't, then yes, you could be waiting. I would say at this point, $4,000 to $5,000 off is the strike point for the Model Y to try and purchase. Scott, what happened to Elon saying that the first version was going to be upgraded to a quad motor? Yeah, I think that's what they wanted to do, but at the same time, they got to sell these vehicles, and the economy is not doing the best, I guess, in terms of people buying a lot of things because of interest rates. So they would probably love to release a quad motor, but at the end of the day, they probably could not do that. In this next topic, for California buyers, it might seem that now is the best time to buy a Model 3 or Model Y, and I'll give you the reasons why. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. So right now, it's the end of August, and of course, yes, September is the end of the quarter when typically a lot of deals start to pop up with all the different things out there. And of course, to find the best deal on a Model 3 or Model Y, head on over to Waiting for Tesla, where you can see all the different discounted inventory that could be out there for the Model 3 or the Model Y. Couple that with a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, and you can get an extra $500 to $1,000 off your Model Y. But there is a program called the CVRP program, the California Vehicle Rebate Program, that we have been talking about is appeared to be looking to be running out of money or exhausting all the funds. And so now they've posted onto the website that funds for the CVRP program are nearly exhausted, and applications received on or after September 6, 2023 will be placed on a standby list and are not guaranteed a rebate. So that gives us what, 10, 12 days to try and lock down a vehicle, especially if you want this 2,000 to 7,500. So you better believe there's probably a lot of people just like you and maybe just like me that are trying to scramble and take delivery of a Tesla vehicle in California by the end of the month for a Model 3 or the Model Y. So just to be aware about that, if you got to buy it first and then apply for the CVRP program, the great thing with the CVRP program is though that you get this check in hand. It does take like 4 to 6 months, so it could take a little bit, but at least it's a check in hand instead of some sort of tax credit where you have to wait for it and file for your taxes next year. So if you're interested in getting this program, definitely try and talk to your local Tesla center or check out waitingfortesla.com and or even use a Tesla referral code to try and get that extra $500 to $1,000 off. So a little bit of a PSA. Hopefully one of you out there or hopefully all of you can get this money for the CVRP program, because this is really the last program out there that in California, at least, for the incentives on it. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts are. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. But before we do that, if you're looking for someone to ask some questions about buying a Tesla or even schedule a phone call or even send some messages, you can do that at my Patreon group down below in the description. And after you join, you can send me a question or even schedule a phone call with me. And after you join, you get a link to my buying guide, which is the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla, some even as low as 2.99 to sub 4%. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. We've got a lot of interesting stuff coming up on the horizon, right? We got this Cybertruck. We got Model 3 Highland, which it seems like most of the week it was all about the Model 3 Highland. There's been some other trolley stuff on the Tesla ecosphere. A lot of people saw Elon's post yesterday about how he drove that Tesla Cybertruck. And a lot of people, or not a lot of people, some people speculated that, oh, this looks like a Model 3 Highland in the background, or it must be. They must be because they're teasing it just the top of it. But of course, that is definitely not a Model 3 Highland. That is a Model S Plaid, of course. And but pretty funny that a lot of people are doing that. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. Thanks for watching. Scott, do you think Tesla would be giving a priority order fulfillment to Cybertruck owners willing to come to them to Texas for pick it up? I think so, yeah, but we'll see. I mean, logically, they wouldn't want to ship it too far and try and get deliveries ASAP, but we could really see. But thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for supporting, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.